Hello and welcome. Today we'll be learning how to upload file to the HDFS system and using a query. We'll be using select queries and join queries to manipulate the data that we have in the Hortonworks. So here at Hortonworks, you can go to the driver data set and you can download it by clicking here and get the zip file from this place, and then you can unzip it and you'll be getting two files, driver.csv and timesheet.csv, which we can use here. So we go to Hue file browser and upload our two files. So we have timesheet already here. We'll upload the drivers from the location where it's stored here. So it's giving us drivers. So drivers is here. So driver and timesheet is stored in users Cloudera. So next thing is we start writing the queries. So we go to Hive and start writing our queries. So the first query we want to write is basically creating a table, temporary table, which will hold the driver's data, and we'll be copying that data to the temporary driver's table. So let's run this query, and so that has it has created the temp drive table, and this table is empty table basically. Next thing is that we need to load the data to the temp driver table from the drivers table. So we'll be giving the path to the drivers table, but this is not the path that we used, so it would be Cloudera, and this has loaded the data from drivers.csv to temp drivers. So see it here. We'll be writing the data to the drivers table also. Now we'll be creating the table drivers, which will have now we'll be creating a table drivers which will have driver ID, name, SSN, location, and certified and page plan. So once we click that, it will create a table by those fields. Next, you can see the drivers table here. Next, we will insert into this table, and what this regular expression is basically doing is it's ignoring the spaces and storing only those values which are present in the file. It's completed now, and we'll be going on to the next. We'll be repeating the same process for the timesheet table also, because at the end we need to merge both the tables to get some useful data out of it. So we'll be creating an empty column table, and again we need to specify the in path for this, and since we need to change this to Cloudera, we've done it, and change it to Cloudera. So it will be shown here as the timesheet. Now we need to create a table timesheet where we will be importing the driver ID, week, hours, miles in the respective integer formats. So the query is running here, and we'll observe that the table timesheet and drivers is now created here, and once you click on it, you'll be seeing all the columns within it. So that's about it. And next is the same, inserting the records into the timesheet table. Again, we are having the regular expression, which is basically ignoring all the space values and writing only the values which are present as key value pair. Once it's complete, now we'll try to get some data out of it. So we are selecting. Once it's done, we'll get some data out of it. We'll select driver ID, sum of hours logged, sum of miles logged from timesheet, and group by driver ID. See, it's completed, and it's showing us that the driver ID is 10 and the total number of miles is 32. We'll Since it's not specified here, this will not give us a conclusive evidence, so we'll write a new query for this. That is basically select driver ID. We'll write a new query, select driver ID, name, total hours, total miles from drivers, and join based on d dot driver ID is equal to e dot driver ID, and both the driver IDs are same in the timesheet table and the drivers table. So this will help us uh, base our join on that. This table will give us the entire data as to how much miles a particular driver has ridden, and what is the total number of hours logged by that driver. Let's see once it's completed. See, this is the result that we have received, that we are getting the driver ID as 10. His name is George, and he has punched in 32 total number of hours and ridden this much number of miles, and the same data is there for 30 all the drivers, and that is the select and join query. That is it.